Let's be real for a second. If you've been thinking about buying an e-bike, you've probably noticed something weird lately. Prices are dropping fast, like too fast. And behind those massive discounts, there's a story most people aren't talking about. A story of companies struggling, markets shifting, and an entire industry hitting a hard reset. Today, I'm breaking down everything that is panicking first as e-bike prices collapse in real time, and why your next purchase decision matters more than ever. So let's dive in. Let's start with the biggest shock. Some of the most recognizable e-bike brands are not just struggling, they're running out of options. We're talking about companies that were once worth billions. Now, they're drowning in debt, watching revenue drop year after year, and trying to sell their entire business in just weeks. That's not strategy, that's survival mode. Here's what happened. During the pandemic, demand exploded. Everyone wanted an e-bike. Brands rushed to produce more, ordering huge inventory. But those bikes arrived late, right when demand slowed down. Now warehouses are full, cash is tight, and the only way to survive is to slash prices. So when you see 40% or even 50% off, that's not a deal, that's liquidation. Now think about your local bike shop, the small businesses, the family-owned stores. They're in serious trouble. Here's why. They bought inventory at high prices during the boom, expecting strong sales. But now those same bikes are being sold online for way less, sometimes even cheaper than what the shop paid for them. Imagine trying to run a business like that. Customers walk in, test a bike, then go home and buy it online for 30% less. It's happening everywhere. And because of that, many shops are refusing to stock new bikes unless customers pre-order. Behind every e-bike, there's a massive supply chain. Batteries, motors, frames, components. And right now that entire system is under pressure. Most e-bikes use similar parts from the same suppliers, which means brands can't really compete on uniqueness anymore. So what do they compete on? Price. And when price becomes the only weapon, it turns into a race to the bottom. At the same time, orders are slowing down. Factories that once couldn't keep up with demand are now sitting idle. Battery suppliers are also facing stricter safety regulations. After multiple fire incidents, certifications are becoming mandatory. That increases costs at the worst possible time. So now you've got higher costs, lower demand, and too much inventory. This is where things get really brutal. Mid-range brands are getting squeezed from both sides. They're not cheap enough to compete with budget bikes, and not premium enough to justify higher prices. So where do they go? Nowhere. They get stuck. And when that happens, they disappear quietly. No announcement, no warning, just gone. Websites go offline, stock disappears, customer support vanishes. And if you bought one of their bikes, you're on your own. No parts, no warranty, no help. That's the risk nobody tells you about when you chase a great deal. Now let's talk about what's replacing them. Cheap e-bikes. You've probably seen them already. Big box stores selling e-bikes for prices that seem impossible. And yeah, they're selling fast, because for many buyers, price is everything. But here's the problem. These ultra-cheap bikes often cut corners. Lower quality components, less reliable batteries, minimal support. And while they make e-bikes more accessible, they also reset customer expectations. If people get used to paying $700 for an e-bike, how do you convince them to spend $3,000? You can't. That's why even premium brands are now offering huge discounts, not because they want to. Finally, let's talk about the money. Because this whole boom was fueled by investment. Venture capital poured millions into e-bike companies. Everyone believed this was the future. And for a while, it was. But now, that money is disappearing. Investors are pulling back. Funding is drying up, and companies that relied on constant growth are collapsing. Some brands built their entire business on the idea that they would keep growing forever. But markets don't work like that. When growth stops, everything breaks. And when companies shut down, it's not just investors who lose. Customers lose too. Because when a brand disappears, so does its support, service, and warranty. So what does this mean for you? Here's the part that matters most. Because this isn't just industry news. This affects your buying decision. Yes, prices are dropping. And yes, there are amazing deals right now. But you need to be careful. Before you buy any e-bike, ask yourself, will this company still exist next year? Is the battery certified and safe? Can I get replacement parts if something breaks? Is there any service network at all? Here's the truth. The e-bike market isn't dead, not even close. It's just going through a reset. The weak players are getting pushed out. The hype is fading, and what's left will be stronger, more stable brands. Prices will eventually stabilize, quality will improve, and the industry will rebuild. But right now, we're in the messy middle, and that's where the biggest opportunities and the biggest risks exist. If you've been waiting to buy an e-bike, this might actually be the best time. Just don't chase price alone. Do your research, choose wisely, and think long-term. Because in this market, survival matters more than savings. And that's it for today. I hope this guide helps you make the right decision if you're planning to buy an e-bike in this changing market. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd really like to hear what you think about all this. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.